All right, Sydney cyclists, get ready for a deep dive into some seriously cool cycling infrastructure.
We're talking about the best of the best in Sydney, thanks to cyclesydney.wiki.
You got it, and a big shout out to Bicycle NSW for supporting this exploration. We're celebrating the winners of the 2024 Sydney Cycling Infrastructure Awards.
And these aren't just any awards.
Nope. These are the projects that you, the cyclists of Sydney, voted for. You rode these paths, experienced these bridges firsthand, and cast your votes.
Exactly. And we've got all the details, from maps and articles to videos, to really understand what makes these projects so special.
So are you ready to see what topped the charts?
Absolutely. Let's hear it.
Drum roll, please. We actually have a tie for first place.
A tie. This is getting good.
It is. The Sydney Airport Cycleway, A&D, the Castlereagh Street Cycleway, both share the top spot.
Wow, talk about catering to different cycling needs. The Airport Cycleway opens up so many possibilities for commuting and leisure riding.
Right. Imagine riding right past planes, taking off with the city skyline in the background.
And don't forget the strategic connections. It links to the Cooks River Trail, opening up access to Cronulla to the south.
And East Lakes and Mascot on the way to the city. Plus, who doesn't love a bit of plane spotting along the way?
It's not just about the views either. This shared path along the Alexandra Canal with that cool bridge over the waterway is a real game changer for cyclists.
Now let's switch gears to our other first place winner, the Castlereagh Street Cycleway. If you ever braved cycling in the CBD, this one's for you.
It's basically a cycling superhighway right through the heart of the city.
No more battling it out with cars on Kent Street. This cycleway is all about smooth, wide paths, new trees, even stylish street furniture.
And let's not forget the connections. Seamless transitions to major cycleways like Liverpool, Oxford, Pitt, and College Streets.
They really thought of everything. But what really stands out are those hook turns.
Ah, yes, hook turns.
Yeah.
They can be a bit daunting for some, but on Castlereagh Street, they're designed so well.
You're right. They're like mini roundabouts for bikes, making navigating the city streets so much smoother and safer.
Speaking of smooth, we can't forget our second place winner, the Cooks River upgrades, particularly that tunnel under Caneterbury Rd.
Oh, that tunnel is a lifesaver.
Yeah.
No more navigating that awkward and sometimes dangerous intersection.
100 meters long, brightly lit, flood-free. They really thought of everything.
Especially for those of us who might be a bit nervous about riding under a busy road. And remember all those detours during construction.
It was worth it. This tunnel truly elevates the whole Cooks River cycling experience,
making it more accessible and enjoyable for everyone, from families to serious commuters.
Absolutely. This is a taste of what a world-class cycling corridor looks like. And you know what's really impressive? They didn't stop at the tunnel.
You're right, there were improvements all along the Cooks River. But let's move on to our bronze medal winner, the Toongabbie Creek Bridge and Path.
This project is a shining example of how smart design can turn a risky area into something cyclists and pedestrians can really enjoy.
For real. Remember that stretch along Toongabbie Creek? Busy, kind of dangerous.
Well, say goodbye to all that.
Seriously. The new bridge is amazing. 75 meters long, right across the creek. You can even stop and take in the view.
It's a crucial part of the Parramatta T-Way project, too.
Oh yeah, the T-Way. It's all about getting more people on bikes in Parramatta.
Exactly. And this bridge is a big step in that direction. They created a safe off-road path that anyone can enjoy.
Not just hardcore commuters, right?
Right. It's for everyone, no matter your age or how experienced you are.
Plus, it's not just about getting from A to B. This path follows the creek, so you get a bit of nature on your ride.
It's a great escape from the city noise, too.
I can imagine. But we have to give some love to the projects that got honorable mentions this year.
Even though they didn't snag a top 3 spot, they're still worth celebrating.
Definitely. Let's start with the Alfred Street Bridge and the shared pass to Granville.
That bridge is a beauty, connecting to the Parramatta River Path and the Carlingford Rail Trail.
So many scenic routes in one.
And it shows how cycling can become part of our existing transport network.
Makes it easier to ditch the car, right?
Exactly. And get this, once it's done, this path will go all the way to the M4 Cycleway and Granville Station.
Wow, game changer for commuters in Western Sydney. Okay, what's next on the honorable mentions list?
The Muddy Creek Barton Park project. This shared path along Muddy Creek is all about making connections and creating a beautiful route.
Sounds relaxing.
It is. Imagine riding along the creek, enjoying the views of the Rockdale Wetlands corridor.
A real escape from the city, huh?
You got it. It's about more than just the ride, though. It's about helping the environment, too, and making our city more livable.
Great point. And our final honorable mention goes to...
The Caringbah to Miranda Shops path.
Aye. Yes, I've heard about that one. It's not completely finished yet, right?
Not yet, but it's already popular with cyclists in the Shire. It's going to be a fantastic route connecting key places and areas that are tough to cycle in right now.
Yeah, lots of cars in those parts.
Exactly. Imagine having a safe, easy path from Shark Park to Caringbah Station, past the hospital, and all the way towards Miranda Shops.
So many people rely on their cars for that trip right now.
But this path will give them a real alternative. It shows how cycling can create more efficient routes, even in challenging areas.
You know what's exciting? This is just the beginning.
Absolutely. There's a real push for cycling in Sydney, and these projects prove it. The city is committed to a bike-friendly future.
So, beyond the awards, what else caught your eye in the world of Sydney cycling in 2024?
Well, one thing that really stood out were those raised dual crossings.
Oh yeah, those things are popping up everywhere. They make a real difference, don't you think?
For sure. It's like they're finally giving cyclists priority. And it just makes sense for everyone, drivers too. Speaking of making things easier, did you notice how popular those budget-friendly bike lanterns became last year?
Totally. Especially for those rides when it's getting dark.
Such a simple thing, but it really makes a difference for visibility.
Safer for everyone on the road, really. And hey, speaking of making things easier, let's not forget about all the accessibility upgrades Sydney Transport made last year.
Yeah. Think about it. Almost every station on the network has lifts now.
It's amazing. No more lugging your bike up and down stairs, makes the whole thing so much easier.
Definitely opens up commuting to a whole new group of people, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's all about making cycling a viable option, no matter how you choose to get around. And speaking of options, have you checked out the Greater Sydney Bike Trail yet?
Oh, that thing is awesome. 220 kilometers looping around the city. You get to see a bit of everything.
I know. Coastal paths, harbor views, parks, even suburban streets. It's like a cyclist dream come true.
It's like they took all the best bits of Sydney and strung them together.
And it's getting so popular. It shows how much people are embracing cycling to explore the city.
Definitely. It's more than just getting from A to B. It's about connecting with the city in a whole new way, experiencing nature, our communities. It's pretty special.
Well said. I think it's safe to say Sydney's on the right track when it comes to cycling. Award-winning projects, smart design, even these little things that make a big difference.
It all adds up. We're moving towards a truly bike-friendly city.
And it's not just about cycling either, is it?
Nope. It's about making Sydney healthier, greener, and more connected for everyone, creating a city we can all enjoy.
Couldn't agree more. And it's exciting to think about what comes next. So many possibilities for cycling infrastructure. I'm sure our listeners have some amazing ideas.
Let's keep the conversation going and see what the future holds for cycling in Sydney.
Sounds good to me. And a huge thank you to Bicycle NSW for making this deep dive possible.
Until next time, Sydney cyclists, keep those wheels turning.